Hello YouTube and welcome back to another Runescape update video. I'm Magia and today we got the news. So, Telos, Runescape's toughest boss. Alright, it turns out that messing with the anima in the heart of Gielinor was not a good idea at all. Telos has awoken. This towering new boss exists to purge the entire planet of life when the precious anima resource is threatened. Take him on in a new multi-phase fight where the more you risk, the greater your rewards. Some of the highest level gear that can be worn includes 3 tier 92 two-handed god weapons with unique special attacks, the Sarin god bow, the staff of Siliske, and the long-awaited Zoros god sword. All three of these weapons look amazing. I haven't got to use one, nor do I know anyone who has one yet. So I'm not too sure how strong they are, but 92, that's the highest level weapon we've had so far, so they gotta be good. Reprisal, a Zemrak themed ability that is available to all combat styles, requires 85 constitution, and is tradable if you don't wish to use it. It's a threshold ability which causes you to store any damage you take for the next 6 seconds. You will still take this damage, but you will then deal it straight back at your target. And there's also a new boss pet. To start this fight, you must obtain the 4 sigil fragments that you get for defeating each of the God Wars Dungeon 2 generals, or bosses. You then combine them to make a sigil, and then you can get inside the crystal tree in the middle of the arena and fight the boss. There's a new combat system, and it's called the Enrage system. And the more you fight the boss, the harder it gets. And then if you've beaten it at a certain enraged level, you can then select it right off the bat. The higher the enraged level, the more rewards you get, or the more chance of reward. So yeah, that's it. They've also introduced the Manticore weapon set to the Solomon's General Store. You can go check that out if you think it's cool and want to buy it. Here is this week's live streams. You can go ahead and take a look if you're interested in watching those. And then in other news, there's just all these contests they're having, chances to win different things. So yeah, we'll jump over to patch notes. Alright. Patch notes. Graphical. Fixed issues of Z fighting on top of the body door in the Elemental Workshop. Skills and minigames. The Dwarven Instinct Aura will now work when making rocktail soup or doing barbarian fishing. The Dwarven Instinct Aura will now work in the Artisan's Workshop. Good. That's actually a problem I had where I was using it and never got it to work. Fixed the life bar overlay for the Top Ket Deal fight in the Dominion Tower, which wasn't tracking the opponent's life point reduction. Quest challenges and achievements. The ship sailing scene during my Arms Big Adventure has received some fixes for boat graphical issues. Players can no longer receive the same lucky challenge. In the Gower quest, post-quest lamps are now a requirement for the Master Quest Cape. The beta room barricaded door typo has been corrected. The interact option has been removed from Crispy the Cabbage as it shouldn't have been there in the first place. Players can now reclaim Crispy after finishing the quest. Added teleport to Whitehole and Pub to Disc of Returning from Bank Area post-quest. NXT. Due to complications, NXT updates have been delayed. You can expect an update at the latest on Wednesday the 29th of June. Sorry for any inconvenience this may cause. Other. Alchemy spell sounds have been improved to better fit the animations and are now less jarring. Capitalize Camfreena's name in a dialogue option with her. Divine Doors in Daemonheim have had a looping audio issue resolved. That's good because it was annoying. Fixed an issue with chatting between Old School and RuneScape main. Interacting with Strange Plant Familiar with familiar options hidden now gives the correct options. Virago's team split boxes are now a little clearer. The control point pillars in the Heart of Galenor will now correctly display their visual effect in NXT. Items which degrade on death now correctly state this in their tooltips in the Gravestone interface. And there you have it. That is today's update and the patch notes. Thank you all for watching, and I will catch you guys next week.